Hello again, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. The time is 1:48 a.m. And we're going into Dzemael Darkhold. I guess I've done every dungeon out of order since Hockey Manor, huh? The motto is, though, if you unlock a dungeon and there's nothing preventing you from doing it, then you should do it. If it's not in line with the main story, then it can happen at any point. We'll finally get to be able to put Doomspike to use as well. Like we're with a bunch of fellow newbies. Crystal fields actually they do damage take though at 90%. They're only in the dungeon up to the first boss. Just what you do is this is the first dungeon where like you can safely mega pull, because you can just pull all the monsters into the final crystal field. And it's not like you won't be taking any damage, but like you have like somewhat close to 20 monsters on you. That's the largest thing in the game. And just kill them all. Healing for it's pretty much effortless. Because like even though there's 20 monsters, you're all doing like 40 damage top. There's a bunch of side paths and doors that you can open, and I'll probably come back through for those for map completion. That'll bring us tank. Oh, maybe the tank up. I want to do something about life surge and AoEs on Dragoon. So that it makes every hit an AoE. That's pretty nice. They're quite potent. Other AoE, especially late game. Of course, everything is really crazy late game. The reason there's Magitech terminals in here is, remember, they told us that the Garleans tried to take the place after the Void Scent took it over, and the Garleans couldn't stop the Void Scent either. So they put Magitech locks on all the doors and tried to seal the Void Scent inside. So that's what that's all about. Now this first boss is the Eye. And you gotta come into the crystal field. boss will summon ads. The ads don't need to be in a crystal field, but you do need crystal field. Otherwise, the all-seeing eyes on the attack will kill you. Just a couple of casts. But remember, the crystal field is reducing damage you take. So as long as the tank picks up the ads and stands in the crystal field, there's another situation where you can just ignore all of the ads. Completely tunnel the boss. Careful with those demons though. Their AoE, their counters to knockback. They can knock you out quickly. There's a little bit of concern in this fight, but really not much. Hey, the Colosseum Galerius. I can take that. That's a really solid body piece. It's also a really sought after glamour piece because it shows off your body. See what I mean? Kind of annoying thing about AoEing on melee is the fact that pretty much every both Monk and Dragoon, they have some weird AoEs that are very positional specific. Dragoons are all line AoEs. So monsters need to be sort of positioned not in like a perfectly straight line, but in a mostly straight line. And if they aren't, then you can miss out on either your auto attacks or hitting some of the groups. Generally, it's better to miss out on the auto attacks. But it's really nice when the tank can position in a way you can hit everything. You still have your auto attack. But don't count on getting it.
Favorite dungeons, but I kind of got tired of it because it actually pops up with the leveling roulette an awful lot for me. Out of all the around Reborn dungeons over the years, this is probably the one I've done the most. And it does not help matters that back during 2.0 when the party finder came out or whatever, and then some people, like with their friend groups, they made parties that specifically came into the dungeon and would do just the first floor of like the 20 monsters, and then they would leave and come back in and do it again so that they didn't have to think while they got done the monster XP. I don't remember how fast, like the per hour rate on it, but I thought it was darn nice. That's why you want to miss out on doing the bosses and having fun in the dungeons. And later on in Stormwood, a similar thing happened with Film Assassin. Both of the ideas of this, but test sets. I can wear those. Oh, oops, I didn't mean to greet them. I didn't know I could need them. Whoops. Ah well. It won't be the first time I've sat on good gear. I honestly don't know why they made the Coliseum set stop in here. I wouldn't figure that a Coliseum would be related to Dzemael Darkhold at all, but I guess they had to put it somewhere. Where I normally put Doom's Price on my name. Ethereal Surge is hurt. I guess the Drake's just going here naturally. I mean, Drake's be careful about standing in front of skeletons. That soul drain is like your extra auto attack and it's oh snap. Another gargoyle. I think we saw one of those in the levy quests, but I don't think I showed any levy quests on film. But I haven't fought one of those since the Ascian summoned one back in, what was it, Central Shroud at the tree. Tried to say attack what it tethers. And the game thought he was trying to write tit, so it turned into question marks. So I don't have the profanity filter disabled. Forgot about existing. There's Tricorn. I think I can roll neat on that. I think that would be a hat upgrade. Possibly, slightly. Versus 555. Yeah. I can put it on and look silly. I'll go ahead and blam that back to the Actor harness because it really looks semi-serious. You know what? I didn't go back and get the, extra room from that. Oh well. It's just achievement points. Those aren't worth squat. Silent villain, I named thee heretic, murderer of Inquisitor Gilliam, and countless innocents. You are a traitor to Ishgard, to your own kith and kin. Your sins are beyond measure, beyond redemption. Ah, grave allegations indeed, but you find your logic is flawed. How can I betray that which I owe no allegiance? No, Lord Dromont, my conscience is quite clear, I assure you. I wonder, can you say the same? You whose hands are black with the blood of those whose only sin was to question your nation's crazed crusade? You speak to me of Ishgardian innocence? Ha! All are complicit in these crimes, for all live their lives by the Archbishop's lies. But I know you will not hear me deafened by dogma as you are. If you desire retribution, Lord Dromont, then come. Let us see how Ishgardian steel fares against Ravanian fang and claw. had to put the Inquisitor to the lance. My glamour is dispelled. Your plans lie in ruin, heretic. Choose your words wisely, for they will be your last. You may not recall the many Ashgardians I have sentenced, but the families of the dead will never forget. Blood has been repaid with blood, and for that I am content. My only regret is that you yet live. But your end is nigh, foreigner. The dragons within the stone vigil will rend you asunder, and then when you are dead, Whiterun front shall fall. Defiant to the last, leave the body for the crows. His ilk deserves not better. Clyde, I must apologize for involving you in this sordid business. You should never have been asked to intervene in Ashgardian affairs of state. Rest assured, I have not forgotten the matter which first brought you into our midst. It is past time you were reunited with your airship. But this is not the place to discuss matters. Pray visit me at Whiterun front, and bring your associates. Alright. So let's see. Where? "28 minutes into the recording." Getting closer to being able to enter Stone Vigil. Never have I been happier to be proven wrong. Alpha now is just like, yeah, whatever. Entire fortress run by dragons? Yeah, we got this. let's see what the queue time's like. 7 minutes supposedly. Well, now we are 31 minutes into the recording. If we don't get in within the first 5 minutes of waiting, I'll probably forego it and just cut the episode short. It's on VIGIL, depending on what kind of group you get, it can be rough. To say the least. Chocobo got the job done today. House Dzemael Knights spoke most highly of you. Let's see if we can't get a promotion, huh? Just barely made it. This used to be the second highest rank that you could get, but now it's only the fourth highest, I guess. And I'll need like 10,000 seals to get the next promotion. Ugh. suppose we're not going to get into stone visual in this episode. It's taking too long for me to comfortably do it. So I'll just open up the next video with that. But for now, since we are level 45, let's go check out the level 45 Dragoon quest. See what's in store for us. We got like 23 minutes left, and we could probably get done with the level 45 Dragoon quest, cutscenes and all, in that amount of time. Impeccable timing, Clyde. A message arrived from Estonian but moments ago, much to my astonishment. He would trade words with us and bid us meet him at Boulder Down. As to his true intentions, I cannot say. It may well be a trap, but we must go nonetheless. I trust I can count upon your company. Why did we have to meet at Boulder Downs? So we could look cool standing there? Greetings, Master. It has been too long. Estonian, end this folly at once. You must know that each second the eye passes outside Ishgard's walls brings us closer to a repeat of the tragedy of 20 summers past. Surrender yourself from the eye and return with me to Ishgard before it's too late. Ah, but it's already too late, Master, for you see, Nidahogg has already awakened. What? Hear me, Master. You have mistaken the cause of the dragon's return. The eye is not to blame. The premonition came to me by virtue of the dragon within, warning me that the great worm would soon rouse. Even as he slumbered, Nidahogg seethed with irrepressible rancor for that wound of 20 years ago. That rancor will send him flying as a speeding arrow to Ishgard, whereupon death and devastation will ensue. But there is a possible solution. Were the eye taken to a remote land far from the Holy See, then and only then could destruction be averted and the lives of innocent Ishgardians be spared. You mean to make bait of yourself? Nay, there's more to this than you let on. You seek vengeance for Ferndale. To me, the two are one and the same. You know my past better than anyone else. It was for no other reason than to avenge my family that I became a Dragoon. Dragoons long outlive men and do not soon forget the wrongs done them. What grudge they harbor burns as fire in their hearts, over time swelling into an unquenchable inferno. You need only look back on history to see that Nidahogg grows stronger with each awakening. When last he darkened our skies, the great worm came with a hair's breadth of laying waste to Ishgard. Not short of death will prevent him from completing his mission when next he wakes. Nidhogg took everything from me. Now I shall take everything from him, even if it means my life. The Eye works in ways men can ill comprehend, but this much is plain. In choosing 2 Azure Dragoons in one generation, it means for us to join together in common cause. Adventurer, you have heard my resolution. Now I ask that you lend me your power, I, the power of the dragon. In long and proud history of Ishgard, never before have 2 Azure Dragoons arisen in the same era to fight as one. This is our best, nay, our only chance to send the great worm to eternal slumber. Behold my armor. This is dragon mail, forged in the lifeblood of dragons. As blood calls to blood, so too does the armor call to the dragon within, redoubling the wearer's strength thereby. If you would realize your potential as an Azure Dragoon, you must needs clad yourself in the same. Clad so, you will inherit the technique passed down from Azure Dragoon to Azure Dragoon. Then and only then will your training be complete. But first you must win the dragon mail as I and Sir Erbrick did before you, by proving yourself worthy in the ultimate trial of the Azure, a series of battles so harrowing as to send the unworthy to an early demise. Master, once the adventurer acquires the armor, pray see to it that he learns to harness the power of the dragon in full. Estinian, wait! Save your worries, I do not mean to make myself easy prey for dragons. I take my leave of you. This is kind of how it goes for every job. You get to level 45 and they tell you need to get the armor. So it's kind of like a enforced gear upgrade for almost all of your entire left side. And it's worth it. It's worth doing for sure. Plus you get your new job skill. And this will really be a big upgrade for my hands and feet most of all. Hey, this guy's already gotten his. How about that? Oh, I don't know why he's not wearing the helmet. My own armor to you. I'm an Azure Dragoon no longer, and its powers are wasted on me. It would be simple enough to hand it over to you and complete your training right here and now. But as Stinian said, the dragon armor is no ordinary set of mail. Its strength derives from the dragon blood whence it came, the blood's power resonating with the soul of the wearer. Though I can no longer draw upon mine own armor's power, its bond to me was forged years ago. Were I to bestow it on you now, I fear it would offer but a scintilla of the protection it afforded me in those bygone days. Aye, Estinian has the right of it. You must claim your armor as he and I did before you. You must complete the trials of the Azure. Let the powers of dragon blood be yours and yours alone. The ogre's belly will be your final test begins. I shall dispatch Sir Brucemont there. Seek him out upon your arrival. Just warp up to Camp Dragonhead and head east. Or to northeast, I guess. Gotta go up here. Savara's Fury. That's a chain of fates. It starts down here and chains up to there. It's a big old dragon boss. It's pretty fun, and back in the day people used to listen for reports in link shells and free company chat for whether it was up or not, because it gives so much EXP. You've grown strong since the last we met adventure, but you're pale in comparison with your azure forebears. If you would prove me wrong, let your lance do the talking. I don't remember fighting a duel on whatever, it's been so long. That's really. It gives me the pants first, of course. Of course, they're a huge upgrade, so boom, they go on. Giant captive. Dragon gauntlets. Another giant captive, huh? Or Giga's captive, whatever. You have demonstrated your powers to me beyond a doubt. Aye, there is not an Ishgardian who gainsay your right to don the armor of dragons. I shall send word to Albrook that you have passed your trial this year. It is he who will present you with the fourth piece of armor and consummate your training. Go now, my fellow Dragoon, and deliver this land from the Great Worm's wrath. I don't like how much skill speed's on the gear, but I don't have any control over that. That also clashes horribly with my harness, but that's okay. Times like these, I wish there was an aetherite at the observatory. Unfortunately, there is not.
I'm tempted to set up my hotbar to show you how it will go in the future, but it might be a little bit silly. But they let you do that now, if you so choose. I hear from Sir Brucemont that you perform most impressively, yet I stand more convinced than ever that you will be the one to save our land. Yet, be warned, Clyde, one last trial awaits you. You will face this trial in the presence not of knights, but of ghosts. Make your way towards Steel Vigil and seek out a gravestone north and west of the structure. Take with you this flute. When you reach your destination, blow a single strong note. A visitor will soon arrive. Entertain your guest, and should he leave behind a present, return it here to me. Okay, we got 7 minutes. Teleport up there. We might be able to make it up there and back in time. We will see. We will see. Gray wine. Teleport to save a little time. Run south. Albert. Should be gold. It's hard to resist the temptation of getting the extra stuff, but the first things you should get for your Chocobo is Choco Cure. So that's what will let it keep you and itself alive in dangerous situations. The skull of Greywine, old warrior of the Dragoon horde, said that in ages past he could bring down a castle with a single breath. His strength has dwindled since those days, but a dragon past his prime is a formidable foe nonetheless. In slaying him, you have proven yourself worthy of this. You now possess 4 pieces of the armor that Estinian, myself, and our forebears did wear. Though you doubtless wonder about the 5th, I can tell you only that it is not mine to give. Fear not, however, your triumphs in the trials and against the dragon of the horde give evidence that dragon blood now
resonates with yours. Yes, you stand before me as prepared for your ultimate challenge as any could be. Yet before we proceed, I would hear it from your own lips. The Great Worm's power is the stuff of legends. Have you ever truly resolved to fight this battle? To risk your own life to deliver a foreign land from the clutches of its ancient foe? When you are certain that your mind is settled, return and speak to me. We get a cool helmet if we choose to wear it. Let's see. Fatal Seduction. So you would join your strength to Estinians, that Ishgard might be free from the rage of the Great Worm forevermore? And I shall honor my promise. You shall have full use of your powers by the time we are done. Before we begin, there is something I must needs confess. You will recall the tale of my battle from Nidhogg 20 years past, and how the power of the dragon left me on account of the injuries I sustained. What I said was untruth. The power did not abandon me. Clyde, it was I who abandoned it. Being derived from our mortal enemies, the power of the Azure Dragoon is a double-edged sword. Even if it lends us a strength, we need to smite dragons. It heightens our communion with the creatures, rendering our minds more susceptible to their seduction than ordinary men. Even as I buried my lance in Nidhogg's flesh, our gazes locked, and mine eyes met with the look of fair and pale a man. In that instant, I found myself assailed by a torment of emotions not mine own. Sorrow, rancor, pity, they threatened to drown the man in me and leave behind a dragon. Fearing that I might turn traitor, I chose to purge myself of the power that the Eye had bestowed upon me. Thus, regaining lucidity, I was able to rout the grievously wounded Nidhogg. Alas, countless of his brethren yet remained. As if to mock me, they fell upon Ferndale for vengeance. Bereft of my power, it was all I could do to save but one child. Naria's soul knows of this, not even Miss Estinian, but I can keep him in the dark no longer. At our last meeting, Estinian said our protecting Ishgard and exacting revenge upon Nidhogg was one to him. That frame of mind, I fear, may well lead to his demise. The desire to protect and the desire to avenge are opposing forces that can ill be reconciled. Worse, the latter serves only to cloud his sense of self. When next Estinian and I meet, I intended to confess all, though it may mean the loss of his good opinion. The outcome of the coming battle and his very life may well depend on his readiness to relinquish his powers. Never allow yourself to forget the origin of your strength. Ever does the dragon lurk behind your eyes, biding its time, ready to claim you for its own. Aught less than complete conviction, and you will find yourself in its vice-like clutches. So forewarned, let us return to our present endeavor. Technique. Okay. Alright, well, pretty much out of time now. So I kind of had to speed through that. All that expedition takes time. Next time, we'll finish up this and get Spine Shatter Dive. And actually, I'll be starting the next episode queuing into Stone Vigil. So look forward to it. Thank you for watching.